We will not have mango trees in constant production if those who eat mango fruit eat the flesh and the what? The flesh is given, the whole flesh is given for you to what? But please make sure you set aside what? The seed. The seed is to be able to germinate another tree. And from that tree, we can now have more fruits. So if you be patient enough and delay the desire to eat the fruit, the seed, and plant it and make do with the flesh that is available to you, what will then happen over time is that you will have many trees, many mango trees, and multiple fruits. Enough to even have a moment where you can eat part of the seed, but you'll not be affecting the trees.
When it comes to saving and investment, a lot of people have wrong mindset. Some people think that the reason they are not saving is that they are not earning enough. If you have been having that mindset that what you are earning is too small and that is why you cannot invest or save, this video will change your mindset completely. This video has changed my mindset when it comes to saving and investment. And that is why I want you to watch it. At the end, I will explain some things to you. So ensure you watch it to the end.
The law of savings. As money begins to come, so you are already now involved, you are making money. Because income is about making money. And let me say this, focus on making a lot of money. Don't just make money. Focus on making a lot of money. Because the moment you start making money, demands will begin to increase on your life. Without anybody coming to look for you, to say even help me. The moment you started making money, you began to see things you were not seeing before that you need to attend to. It was when you started started making money that you now realize how bad your shoe is. Am I the one that have been using this shoe? That's why you suddenly realize this car that you praise God, this that you worship God, this you are so happy. This car is when you start making money. You now start noticing that the car is not moving straight. That's why you now notice that the interiors of the car, they are now old. That's why you come out of your house and you're like, the car is looking very old, and you're like, God, am I the one that have been driving? It's you. So what happens is that when income begins to come in, taste begins to rise. Your taste begins to increase. So I challenge people to say, don't just make income, make a lot of it. Now, from income, we move to the law of savings. Financial security, so to say, begins with disciplined savings. Call it the fruit part, flesh part. Call it the flesh. So this is what? A fruit. And I said to you, I said, have you noticed that most times the seed in the fruit is always very small? The fleshy part of it is usually much. Am I correct? Mesocarp, endocarp. Somebody just like, yeah, I just remember that Greek now. Okay? So, here is the flesh of it. Think about a mango. We will not have mango trees in constant production if those who eat mango fruit eat the flesh and the what? The flesh is given, the whole flesh is given for you to what?
Seed.
But please make sure you set aside what? The seed. The seed is to be able to germinate another tree. And from that tree, we can now have more fruits. So if you be patient enough and delay the desire to eat the fruit, the seed, and plant it and make do with the flesh that is available to you, what will then happen over time is that you will have many trees, many mango trees, and multiple fruits. Enough to even have a moment where you can eat part of the seed, but you'll not be affecting the trees. For a man who owns mango trees, if he chooses to eat mango seed, he already has trees that will regenerate them. It will take you time to catch what I just said. For a man who has mango trees, the man has paid the price to develop, to create an orchard. He has created a massive farm where you have thousands of mango trees. If the man chooses to say, I will be eating the mango plus the seed from my mango trees, so don't forget that it is the mango and the seed is eating. It's not eating the trees. He has entered a realm in his life whereby what he eats from the mango tree cannot reduce him, because the tree will regenerate it again. But it took him years. Am I talking to somebody here? It took him years to be able to achieve this. That is why the journey towards wealth creation requires patience. It will take time. But the earlier you begin, the better. So for a Warren Buffett, who is a billionaire today, if he chooses to buy a private jet, a citation jet of $50 million, sir, that is not going to affect him negatively, because he already has a system, a wealth creation system. Are you following what I'm saying now? He already has trees that will always produce fruits. So whatever fruit he chooses to eat, there are still trees that will generate fruits to cover up for what he has eaten. That's why some of them can give out, you can hear, oh, they just give, this one just give out $50 billion, $50 million. They just give it out like that. You know why? They can easily do that now, because the trees are in place, so you can give up the fruits. That is why farmers, oh, come on, you're going to get it now. That is why farmers who have plantations, farmers who have mango plantations or orchard, whatever you call that, farmers who have that, have you noticed that when the season comes, they can pluck the mangoes and sell to you? All right? They don't remove the seed from the mangoes, okay? Because already they have the trees. The only thing they may choose to do is, if they want to expand the field, they want to have more trees, they can now selectively keep some mangoes, take the fruits, plant again, so they expand their field. But listen, when the time comes, they can sell off fruits plus the seed. That one I'm talking about, fruit plus the seed, the flesh plus the seed. They can give that to you and it doesn't reduce them. Are you getting what I'm talking about here now? This is what you should begin to think about in your mind. If you are very young, you want to say to yourself, I want to get to a point sometimes in my life whereby I already have the trees of wealth. I have worked hard and I've been able to save. I've been able to minimize my expenses. Because wealth is not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. It's not about how much you are earning. It's about how much you're able to keep from what you are earning. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where discipline is needed. This is where keeping your expenses below your income matters. So how much is my income? Let's say maybe I make 10,000 naira, okay? That's my income. How much is my expenditure? Totally at the end of the month, I end up, my expenditure is about 9,000 naira. What do I have left? Huh? Some of us, your income is 10,000 naira, your expenditure is 15,000 naira.
5.
So you are at minus what? The month is not done, you are in debt. And what is responsible for this expenditure? In most cases, we're not talking about accidental happening, which sometimes you may have unfortunate situations. Somebody fell sick and they have to take the person to the hospital, you have to spend a lot of money. Those kind of things happen. Is that okay? That's more reason again why you're going to learn savings over time. But we're saying there's no problem. The issue is just that you are very spontaneous. Very spontaneous. You see, you just saw this. My God. They must not dangle anything before your face. Just look at your neighbor. Say, pastor is talking to you, not me. I'm okay. Chiffon, chiffon. Gym. You know that's the latest one now. You go and register in a gym. How much are you paying in a gym per month? Big question. When you go to the gym, what are you doing? I just decide to check if there's a brother here. If there's a checking if you're going to find a girl here. If somebody can just admire you, you are beautiful. That's why you pay to be admired. That's what you're doing. But let's even assume that that's okay with you. You just choose to do that. We're saying, can you look at your expenses? And big question. Do you need to be spending on the things you are spending on now? Can't you practice something we call what? Delayed what? Delayed gratification. Tell yourself no. Grow your tree now. Grow your tree now. I was not wearing designers during those days. No, sir, I don't do designers. I go to area 2, corner shop, right? That, sir? Yeah, that area where you have the corner shop, close to Pastor John's area. That's where I go to. They measure me. They measure me. They sew suit. They sew coat for me. We negotiate on pads, shoulder pad. I'll say this pad, okay, yeah, this one will look, maybe look. We negotiate on pad that they will put. When I come to service, I'm in a flight mode. Are you hearing me? When the time came for God to change my dressings, even though we've been saving, sir, and I can see from the savings that we can afford to buy suit. But at that time, sir, if you buy suit from that savings, sir, you will send the savings to a place of epilepsy. So I said to myself, sir, it's not yet time. When the time came, God had to use somebody, sir. So, pastor, I'm going to buy you suits. And the person bought me suits. That's if I entered the store shop where they say where the big men in our country go to buy suit in this city. Somebody took me there. When I saw the price for each suit, I felt like saying, sir, can you give me the money? I'll come back and buy by myself. At another time, it was your brother, sir. He said, Daddy, he called me. We had done some prayer together. God opened the door for him. He called me, he said, Daddy, where are you? I said, I'm at home. He said, Daddy, I want you to come and meet me somewhere. God has done it. Pastor Sunday's elder brother. He said, God has done it. He said, I want you to come and meet me somewhere. He said, He said, Daddy, pick suit. I said, no problem, I picked it. I made sure that I use the ones that they bought for me. I use them carefully so that they will last long, until when God began to give us the grace for me to now say, okay, let me come there and buy one, and buy two, and buy three. At that time, my wife buys her clothes from Wuse. Once in a while, some members will remember and give her something. But sir, we know they go past our level. Going to Wuse, we buy a correct cloth. Sew the ones we can sew. I'll tell you why we can now, and we have already said that in our teaching in the early days, that the days will come when we can, out of the dividends of our investment, am I correct? That's what it is we taught. From the dividends of your investment, you can buy anything you want to buy.
I want you to take note of few things he has said. First, he said that the journey to wealth will take time, but the earlier you start, the better. Then, secondly, no matter how small you are earning now, I want you to see it as the fruit. That fruit have the seed. So if you eat the seed plus the fruit, you will end up begging tomorrow. God forbid. So if you don't want to end up begging tomorrow, don't eat the fruit plus the seed, so that tomorrow you can have many trees. The example he gave is for those people that plant mango, those that already have trees, they can even decide to give out the tree and it is no longer going to affect them. The reason is that they have planted the seed. So no matter how small you are earning, don't eat the seed and the fruit together, especially when you are starting, when you are young. Ensure that you cut down your expenditure below your income so that you have some seed to save. Then after saving, you can invest it. Another thing he said is, from the dividends of your investment, you can buy anything you want to buy. Make sure you don't overspend now, so that in future you will have enough to spend, but that will now be out of the dividends of your investment. All right. Now, one of the ways that you can invest is real estate. Thank God there are companies that sell lands these days, so that those issue of fraud and omonele are no longer issue. So you can now shop for land with ease. Now you can buy land with ease, and when it comes to the time you want to develop it, even if you want to wait till 10 years, the land will be there for you to develop it. So what is going to hold you back from investing in land now? And even as at the time of making this video, there are land that you can buy as low as 700,000 naira, 800,000 naira. So what will hold you back that you cannot invest in a land now? Okay, and the good part is you can pay instrumentally until you complete it. And another good part is two persons can come together and buy one plot of land. Then you share it half. Imagine you buy a plot of land for 700,000 naira. Two persons come together, you buy at 700,000 naira. If you divide it into two, how much is that? That means each person is paying 350,000 naira each. If you want to learn more, I will leave a link in the description of this video. Simply tap on it and it will take you to where you can contact me on WhatsApp so that you can know more. See you in the next video. Bye.